you're just gonna have to bear with me for a second. But, hello there. It is Tuesday, you know what that means. My name is Kira Kennedy. We are live with Pokemon Legends Arceus Shalpha hunting. We are also, hi Totodile Dundee, how you doing? Gonna quickly find something for you because I have a Poke Paste. It's a kind of where I got the inspiration for the team I used for Toronto Regionals. So I will send this your way. I believe this is it. Yep. Very bare bones, basic Spam team that you can work with to give it a try. Right there, if you want to give it a shot. Anyways, like I said, we are looking for some Shalphas for my my Regulation H team, since it looks like Regulation H is even gonna be what they're doing for the Grand Challenges, at least for this first Grand Challenge. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm starting here because this is actually one of the few places where you can find Hisuian Zorua. Hisuian Zorua. Oh, boy. I am getting very close to spouting out another fucking Nortrol. That's a throwback. Okay, are there any? Nope. Do we have to do Drifloon? I don't think we do. You have to excuse me, there are gonna be some times. So, it looks cool. Made the mistake of selling PLA, so I have no Hisuian Pokemon except the Mightiest Mark starters. That's fine. That's fine. That's no big deal. I mean, that's why I kind of went digital with most of my Switch games. I think I only got a couple of like on cart games. Like Pokemon Sword and Shield I have on cart. Technically I have Let's Go Eevee as well, but I also did a digital download for Shield and Let's Go Eevee. Just because it was easier. This was before I moved my Switch console up to the top of the bookshelf I have off to the side here. Also, there may be some times where I'm looking down suddenly. It's because I have a Switch 2 controller, and I'm going to switch over to IRL so you can see this a little better. All the buttons are down here, and very small. So, my force of habit usually takes me up to the middle, where the buttons would be on, say, like this controller here. I usually have done that. You know what? When you get the money, there's nothing wrong with just, there's nothing wrong with that. Plus, I have a couple of shiny Sneasers if you want to use one of those. I have a couple of Sneasers I'm more than willing to lend if you want one of those. They're all pretty much EV trained exactly how they're supposed to be according to that Poke Paste. Okay, so we have a Kirlia, we have a Hisuian Zorua. Ugh. If we're going to do the balloon, we're going to do the balloon. But for now, I just want to focus on Zorua and Kirlia because those are my main focuses. Especially Hisuian Zorua, because I actually need that for the team I want to use for either the Grand Challenge, or the Grand Challenge happening next weekend, or getting back into things. PC set back up. Nice. Okay, there's a lot of the barrel. Okay, no shinies on arrival. Actually, last week I got a shiny Hisuian Braviary just completely randomly. Shit. Ah, they're too far away. And there's no real place to stealth this shit. So... Okay, okay, that's close enough. That's close enough, fuckface. Oh, we got a Zoroark. Oh, fuck, that's an Alpha. That is not a Shalpha, though. Damn it. Oh, fuck. It's just far enough away that it's not going to attack me on sight. There we go. Might need to use a Hoppo Berry. Or we're just done. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so Kirlia's next. This one's going to be a little interesting because Kirlia, in addition to it looking for an Alpha specifically, I'm also looking for... considering just shiny hunting for champions, I get that. Like, for me, my first real regional that I'll be able to do will be Toronto, and that's likely going to be the first champions only, the first in-person event, or one of the first in-person events run off of champions. Oh, there's Gallades. There's Gallades, neither of them are shiny. And that's no guarantee that... Okay, just far enough away where hopefully they will not attack. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Alright, come at me, bro. Come at me. Are you fucking serious? Damn it. Ah. Damn it. Ugh. Stupid Gigaton ball. Yeah. Oh, you fucking serious? Damn it. Okay, you better stay in the fucking ball. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Come on. Ah. Bastard. Coated bastard. The bastard filling. Concussion. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the catching mechanics are going to change when Legend ZA comes out. Because the fact you don't have to worry about the wild Pokemon's health, like, you can bring their HP to 0 and it doesn't immediately fuck up their catch rate, it seems. That seems like, well, for one thing, a little more realistic to how catching could go. Uh-oh. Okay, we've either got a straggler. Yeah, we got a straggler. But one thing I hate about some of these, some of the runaway outbreaks is... Alright. Time to fight the balloons. I hate doubloons. Like, there's a lot I'm very hesitant about when it comes to Legend ZA specifically. Although, if we're getting a Mega Halucha, that might soften a lot of blows. Where's the balloons? Oh, I'm going the wrong way entirely. I'm just going the wrong way entirely. Because it looks like the next trailer we're getting is either introducing Mega Machamp, Mega Halucha, or probably both. Hey, if it means like there's a situation where I can make my favorite Pokemon competitively viable, I am not going to complain about that too much. Alright. So yeah, there's a version of my Psy-Spam team where I'm actually considering using Drifloon instead, because it gets unburdened. Oh, sorry, Drifblim, not Drifloon. Okay, get over here, you. Alright, so this is guaranteed a second stage no matter what. So we either get Drifblim, or we get Alpha Drifloons. Or we get Alpha Drifblim. Got a shiny Halucha and Scarlet. Hey, Halucha was literally the first Pokemon I ever shiny hunted on stream. So. Alright, stage 2 is coming. So it's Drifblim. Nothing shiny on arrival. Ah, shit. Okay. Alright, so that's it for the Driftlings. These are the last two. Alright, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Alright, we're doing this. You know what? We're doing this like this. Oh shit, it was about to go boom. Maybe I should have let it. Oh well. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. That's for being a balloon. Alright. So, who's my favorite Mega? That's a good question. I mean, it depends. Back in Gen 7, I was actually a huge fan of Mega Absol. Like, I remember I used one, I gave it max attack, max HP, max speed, Swords Dance, and 3 crit-based moves. So I think I gave it, Night Slash. Okay, well, not exactly 3 crit-based moves. I gave it Night Slash, I gave it, Psycho Cut, and I can't remember the 4th move I gave it. I know it wasn't Protect, because I didn't really start doing, like, a lot of double battles until... Yeah, Beedrill's a nice Mega. I actually really like Mega Caesar. I know back when I was making teams in Gens 6 and 7, there were a lot of teams where I wound up using Mega Caesar and Rotom Wash in a core as like the core of my defensive line. So we're checking some stuff over here while we can, because there's the general path I usually take when I'm in the Alabaster Ice Lands as well. Like, honestly, if I'm running a team for Toronto and the new regulation allows for Megas, I'm probably running Mega Caesar. Only because, like, Flutter Mane is one of those Pokemon you absolutely need to factor in coverage for. That is assuming Flutter Mane is available but it covers Flutter Mane. It actually covers Shenpao very nicely, in addition to working very well alongside Shenpao. So those 2 spots on my map that were marked by Pokeballs, those... Okay, hang on, I'm gonna switch over to my wired controller for a bit, because my wireless controller for a bit, because, like, for something like this, I need comfort. I need something I can work with easily. So I switched over to my GameCube controller. If it's like battles, but if it's like, you know, turn-based battles or something like that, where I don't need to constantly pause in order to do stuff, or I don't need to easily access the plus button, I'll consider something else. But for now, sticking with my GameCube controller. Yep. Yeah, I think I've pretty much gotten every Mega Viable Shiny. Technically, I don't have Diancie, so... Oh, I have a Diancie, but I got it through my Action Replay, so I can't use it in tournaments. But I also do not have a Shiny Latios or Latias that I could use those for Megas. Granted, I feel like ever since the Soldew specifically got nerfed, you're more likely to see Soldew Lotties. Alright, I'm gonna see how well the Ascension glitch works here. Okay. Okay, that is terrible. You want girl starters? I get that. Wait, you mean when you... Okay, I'm gonna need some context on that one. Totodile. Alright, screw it. We're just doing this the long way. We're gonna get that. Bronzong. Don't be a Golbat. Don't. Okay, Zubat's fine. So technically, if I could get up to the top of the Snow Point Temple, I could have checked the Gallade quicker, because there's an Alpha Gallade here. Females are harder to find, 12%. Fair enough. Like, there's still... I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways. I don't think the Gallade's gonna be shiny. Because I feel like I would have heard it at some point running up the stairs. That makes sense, yes. Okay, yeah, Gallade is not shiny. Whoops. Okay, I did a fuck. I did a fuck. Alright, we're just gonna use Bangarang to distract him, and then we're going to run. Okay, good. That's not a shiny Ralts. You don't have to worry. So, there's also the Braviary that flies over the temple, but I would have been able to hear that from when I was running into the temple. Youngest chose Charmander as a starter, so I can't hate Zard. You can't hate Zard anymore, so may use... You know what? Let me see if I can find you the Poke Paste for Marco Silva's team. Cause... hang on. Sheets. No. There we go. Google Sheets. Let me see if I can find this real quick. VGC Paste Repository. Regulation H. If I can find you Marco Silva's team, he used a really good Charizard team, and he won second place at Toronto, so... Alright, so Control F. Marco. There we are. Alright. I'm gonna put this Poke Paste in the Twitch chat for you. Specs, it might be Spexzard. Let me check. Yep, Spexzard, Heat Wave, Overheat, Weather Ball, Air Slash, Eject Pack, Torkoal, Eviolite, Porygon 2, Hisuian Ursaluna, so... But... I mean, if you have one even from Pokemon Go... It's essentially a Tail Room team, so it's not terrible. It kind of gives you runs on both ends of the spectrum. That's kind of my team, and I have all the... Well, that's great. Yeah, all I need then are some fresh start mochi, just in case, and you should be good to go. So yeah, those two Pokeball slots on my, except the turtle. I have turtle. I can send you turtle if you need it. I have spare turtle, I should say. The only other Mega I'm considering using is maybe, like, Gardevoir or, I don't know any other ones I might use besides Gardevoir or Caesar. Got a Min Speed Ursaluna for Pogo. Oh, that's great, yeah. Massive mass outbreaks. Okay, so we only have the Obsidian Field lands. We'll give this a check. If there's any berries, I might go for those, because I need them badly. Actually, I don't need them super bad, because I got a decent amount to work with. Oh, we have a Hisuian Zorua outbreak. Nice. And it gives berries. Even better. Alright. That's pretty much all we're working with then. You know what? We need to warp to the Heights camp. Porygon, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Porygon 2 is just a great all-around Pokemon. Like, it's been very consistent since the Eviolite's introduction in Gen 5. Like that Pokemon's pretty much the face of Eviolite, I would say. Oh boy. Okay, we're going around. At least there's no... Oh, fuck. At least there's no Alpha Kazam here. Alright. So we do have a Mama Zoro here. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. And you little fox. And you little fox. Ah, fuck, I missed. So one problem with this controller is it's very hard to be precise with it. Alright, that's it for that. We could do the Spiel over here, but I don't want to. And I've already got a shiny Caesar that I can use if I decide to use a Caesar for Toronto Regionals. Because for that, I'm gonna have to focus. I might use it on a rain team or something. So like maybe Caesar and Vascular Legion or something, or Pelipper, just something that helps deal with Caesar's fire weakness, because that's a huge thing for Caesar. Been Cress and Porygon too so far. I mean, you cannot use Cresselia in Regulation J. Keep that in mind. I'm talking about for like when Toronto regionals come around. I mean, Cresselia could be very well legal for that. But at that point, you might as well just run Hard Trick Room. Okay, so there's nothing to look at here, so we're going to the Alabasta Icelands. We're going down our usual path. We usually we check to see to find so there's a set path I usually go down to look for stuff like Hisuian Zorua, Rockblade, and Balth or Curlia. Of course, with that, then you gotta hope it's a male Balth. Now I've actually gotten lucky with my shiny Curlias that I've caught. They've all been male. I've got a couple shiny Curlia. J, yes, not H1, P2 working J as well. Ooh. See, Porygon 2 could probably work in J. Cresselia might be a bit more tough because I think Cresselia has really suffered in Generation 9 in general. Hello, Eevee. Okay. Pick up some logs while I'm doing these runs. Do Doxbun, of course, my buy it. The correct answer is Armor Rouge. I get that. Armor Rouge, I think, still has a bit of a niche on Side Spam teams. I think Side Spam is something that's just not going away in Red J, especially now that Deoxys is going to be a thing. Caesar. Oh yeah, I mean, because Blackfire, that makes sense. And it gets Wide Guard, so not only do you get that protection from Heat Wave, but also it's a good, clean swap-in for somebody who's not expecting it. Which is hard to say with open team sheets being a thing for tournaments. Because, fun fact, you're doing in-person events, you basically give your opponent a sheet that shows everything except for your Pokemon's stats. Which, ironically, there's a second sheet you have to print off and fill out to give to the tournament organizer. So, like, I think that could be something that could work in a Grand Challenge scenario. Maybe play some mind games with somebody in those cases, but again, that's going to heavily depend on what the format's going to look like once Champions comes out. And while there's part of me that thinks it makes more sense to release champions either at or during NAIC, it just, I don't know, to me it just makes more sense because it gives any players who qualified for World a better chance to, you know, get their teams together that way. Don't be a goal bat, don't be a goal bat, don't be a goal bat. Whew, Zubat. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, to release at the end of NAIC, that gives people about a month and a half to, that gives the qualified players about a month and a half to pick out a team, grind them up. You know, technically they could still use Showdown to test if they wanted to. It's just an issue, I think, of, like, again, like, because there's so many questions we still don't have answered about champions. Like, how are items going to be obtainable? Because items are very much a huge factor in competitive, right? I said before, Porygon 2 is basically the face of Eviolite usage. You know, like, you could maybe get away with Porygon Z pre-Eviolite, but I can just hear my dad coming up now. It's pronounced dead. We're Canadian. Uh-oh, my fan turned off. Give me a sec. I gotta turn on my fan. Power outage today. I realized I didn't remember my fan didn't turn back on. Well, and it's fucking hot in here. I have to get my remote for the fan. Turn the speed up. And get some good airflow going here. I mean, yeah, if there's a way to work with, you definitely futz with the EVs. It's definitely handling differently. I'm curious also to know how they're going to handle. I know a lot of competitive players have been asking how they're going to handle IVs. Like if breeding for the best IVs or searching for the best IVs are going to be a thing of the past. Because that's going to be interesting for Pokemon like Stack Attack. Because Stack Attack specifically, its most ideal usage was actually to not have maxed out attack IVs. Like, no more than, sorry, not maxed out defense IVs. Because its defense stat was so high, unless you were using a body press Stack Attack, which I don't even think it gets body press. It might not, I can't remember off the top of my head. But Beast Boost, no matter what, would always boost your defense, Stack Attack's defense stat, unless it had, I think, 17 or less IVs in its defense stat. Like 17 is the bare minimum because the way the Beast Boost's mechanics work, it goes from kind of like top to bottom on like what stat gets boosted and what doesn't, on what stat gets boosted after a KO, like showdowns, and just make them not retransfer them. I mean, that would make sense, yeah, because showdown you can actually modify the. I mean, if you do that, you basically completely remove any barrier to VGC that isn't financial. I think there's nothing wrong with that to an extent. If anything, if it shuts up people like Verlisify that, oh, everybody hacks their Pokemon, then I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for ways to make this stuff more accessible. That's part of the reason why that was part of the thing that finally got me into doing VGC, right? Like, I started doing competitive singles. I mean, yeah, I would say, like, there are going to be some Pokemon, I think, that are unfortunately going to require. I mean, hey, it's just, you know how it is, right? If I find someone obnoxious, that's usually the voice I go to. Okay, we have Cascoon. Oh, that's Silcoon. That's Cascoon. And Golbat. No, thank you. But yeah, in terms of, like, I think there's still gonna be certain Pokemon, like, you're really gonna have to get the new games in order to get access to them. Like the next Urshifu or Ursaluna Blood Moon or any of that kind of stuff, right? I think there's still gonna be those kind of Pokemon that you're gonna kind of need to get the new game for, but I don't think it's gonna be as prevalent as it was before. I mean, practice is always an important thing as well, so I can understand. Like, the more you grind, the more practice you can get in as well. Like, I know in the initial kind of post they made after Worlds, we're talking about the I think it was called the VC or the VP, whatever it is, the virtual points, the system you can use for EV training your Pokemon and renting Pokemon and stuff. I know they said that one specifically you get from just grinding out items, so I could easily see that being something that's part of the reason why I think NAIC, like, in the immediate aftermath of NAIC is when they're actually gonna launch champions. Because Ishihara specifically said it was going to be the official. Yeah. Exactly. I'm also interested to see, like, what movesets we're gonna have access to as well. That's something I think that would be important as well. Because, like, let's say I want to use Choice Band Last Resort Komala on a tail room team, right? With Speed Swap Pheromosa. That's something I've been working on for. I wanted to make a team for VGC at the 2017 it was. But here's the thing, like I wouldn't have been able to do that in Gen 9 VGC because Komala doesn't get Last Resort in Gen 9 for some reason. Is there a... Nope. Alright. Because I would have been able to hear the shiny through the ground if there had been a shiny Zorua there. I realize no one gets Rising Bolts except Raging Bolt. Now my mins. Now your minimum speed Jigglypuff can't ally switch anymore. Yeah. Like, a lot of... Like, I think the only Pokemon that gets access to Speed Swap specifically in Gen 9 is Rabsca. Like, the only reason I could think of for them not doing that was because those were specifically tutor moves, and move tutors aren't really a thing in Gen 9, right? But I mean, they could have just easily made those into TMs. Alright, Bronzor. Catch it. That shit. Well. Now, you know what? Bangarang. Bangarang. Oh god, roll back. Fuck off, you giant ass bat. Meowscarada gets ally switch. I mean, Meowscarada had a nice niche as like a choice banded like with choice band Terra Grass and oh yeah, no, for best of one stuff like say the Grand Challenge, I think it's not exactly a terrible thing to go like very out of the box. Like hell, the one tournament I top cut last year, I used a Terracotta team in a single restricted format. This was at Vancouver Regionals, the Sunday Cup they did, or the cup they did on Sunday. Like I made top 8 in that tournament. Actually went undefeated for the first 7 rounds of that, because it was 8 rounds of Swiss. It might have been 7 rounds of Swiss. It's like all but the last round of Swiss, I was undefeated in that tournament, and then I ranked 7th out of 91 players, and I brought Terracotta to that tournament. So I mean, like, best of 1, even open team sheet best of 1, it's volatile enough to you can kind of go around with whatever. So yeah, something like an ally switch Meowscarada is definitely something that could throw people for a loop, especially in GC. Alright, mass outbreak for Bidoof. Fuck. Alright, well, we're just going down the usual path then. That's the one good thing about knowing all the locations specifically for the Icelands, is like I know I have a general idea of what will spawn where. And again, if I were to open my map, these 2 areas specifically are one thing I want to use it. 60% flinch. Ooh, yeah. Because there's not a lot of Serene Grace Rock Slide users in, besides maybe Dunsparce and Dunsparce. Yeah. I mean, you've also got again the Dunsparce duo for that. So Dunsparce and Dunsparce, because they get access to those moves as well as the Serene Grace ability. Oh. Oh, that's an EV. I was thinking, is that Satchel? No, it's a Furble. Like, I think... I don't remember off the top of my head. I know a friend of mine, he specifically wants to build a team around Delayed for VGC. He wants a Ribbon Master Delayed. It's basically all, like, the obtainable ribbons you can get for a Pokemon. He wants to get those legitimately. Excuse me. Consider a mono normal. I mean, mono normal, you actually do have a very diverse round of Pokemon you can use. It's like off the top of my head, you have Hisuian Zoroark, which gets, which has the normal ghost typing. You've got both forms of Indeedee. If it wasn't for Truant, Flaking would be a fucking beast. Yeah, Porygon 2, Ursaluna. I wouldn't put both Indeedees. I would not put both Indeedees. Partially because I think for VGC, even though they're 2 separate Pokemon with 2 separate movesets, you can't have both on a team like that. I don't think you can. That's Olivia's favorite, Slacking. There's part of me that kind of wants to try to make a Slacking team for VGC, but it's tough. Actually, there is a way to make Slacking work on a mono-normal team. Slacking and Grafaiai, because Doodle would change Slacking's ability, as well as Grafaiai's. The only thing you really have to worry about in there would be stuff that would block priority. Or dark types. So I still remember that was like the biggest nerf Prankster ever got. Sneasler's not a dark type. Sneasler's poison fighting. So unless you're running a Sneasler on a side spam team, like the first Poke Paste I posted up, there's not as much of an issue there. With unless it's Terra Dark. But God, Unburden Sneasler, Unburden Slacking would be fucking terrifying. Yeah, Sneasler's good against the whole team, yeah. But I mean, in those situations, you have things like Hisui and Zoroark, or Indeedee to really kind of play mind games with the guy. Okay. No, that's still not fucking. Oh, damn it. Well, we're leaving. Or Bangarang. You know what? I'm gonna let Bangarang knock this out. Strong Style Thunder. Are you serious? It didn't Oko? Thank God Bangarang maxed out his stats. Alright, so it's got 2 lower defensive stats. Thunderbolt. Alright, Bangarang will pick up some items. And actually, that helped with some of my research for Delayed as well. Oops. Alright, Snowfields Camp. So I need to see Gallade use about 31 more close combats. And hang on, I need the math here. 61 more agile style moves. So 61 agile close combats for Gallade to. I mean, okay, I have Dane in my party. I can use him for that. I should do that, but I'm gonna do that off stream. So we got nothing. We got Duskull, but we need to go to the Alabaster Icelands anyways, because that's where most of the Pokemon I'm looking for would be. I mean, yeah, running a mono normal team, you would definitely have to consider. Oh god, Angie Haunter. Hell? It's just a regular Ambipom. I thought that was an Alpha Ambipom. Ambipom's another one of those Pokemon I like referring to as bastard-coated bastards with a bastard filling. Those things are deceptively aggressive and they run all over the fucking place. Like Apom is so friendly. It's like, hey buddy, you wanna go play snowballs or something? Ambipom's like, hey, get the fuck out of my face. But it's saying with like a smile on it. It's like the fucking Pokemon equivalent of the Joker. So we still have another place we can check with here. Probably gonna run into that Dust. Probably gonna run into that Duskull, or that. Yeah, that Duskull outbreak fairly soon. Even unintentionally. Actually, Stantler's an interesting Pokemon in this, because Unless it's the Alpha Stantler in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Come on. God damn it. There's an Alpha around here. Oh, it's the Bidoof. Oh boy. I think Stantler's one. It doesn't run away, but it will throw out like it will fire off like a warning shot or something. I've never seen Stantler get like overly aggressive. I don't know if I told you this, but last week, for my last Legends Arceus stream, when I was going up those steps to the temple, there were two separate runs, one after the other, where I ran into a shiny Sneasel in the exact same fucking spot at the bottom of those stairs. I kid you not. Don't think... No. Don't be a Golbat. Don't be a Golbat. Don't be a Golbat. Don't be a... Fuck! If you're going hard Trick Room, maybe, but I think Delayed... I don't know, it depends. Like, I've seen Delayed on hard Trick Room side spam teams for sure. Like, for me, if I was using Delayed, it would be on a fast side spam team. Okay, that's a no. Whoops. Oh, it is really hot out there today. Actually, it's only 17. I don't know why I'm sweating so much. You don't want to do a stale generic team. You want a little spice to it. I mean, this is the best advice I was given. Sometimes starting with the stale generic stuff is not terrible, because at least it gives you an idea of what... I gotta open my window real fast. Sorry. At least it gives you an idea of, like, what you can do to deal with those kinds of teams. Say if you're matched up matched up against them on the ladder, or if you come up against someone in a tournament. Like, let me tell you that my biggest regret from Toronto Regionals was that I did not prepare enough for Pelipper, Archaludon, Basculegion teams. I mean, yeah, Blissey Wigglytuff would be an interesting idea for sure. But yeah, because I didn't prepare enough for that archetype was most of my losses at that tournament. Actually, with every single one of my losses. Alright, nothing to look for. I mean, I could go to the Crimson Mirelands if I wanted Hisuian, Typhlosion, or an Ursaluna. In fact, the amount of luck I have with Ursaring, like, I've gotten so many shiny Ursaring. Every time there's been an outbreak of Ursaring, I've gotten a shiny Ursaring. So we'll check and see. If there is an Ursaring outbreak, we will... we will cover that. Okay, so we have Ursaring, which is guaranteed a second stage. We have Yanma. Yanma is actually surprisingly got some surprising numbers in the Regulation H's last run. But I'm gonna start with Cyndaquil. We'll do Cyndaquil, we'll do Ursaring. If we have time, we'll do Yanma. I mean, technically, I have Aizawa, who is my shiny Hisuian Typhlosion that I used on, like, Tycot teams. So Typhlosion Whimsicott. Okay. I generally don't like... I generally don't like doing Cyndaquil outbreaks because between Quilava being just like the most aggressive fucking bean in the world, yeah. Like, to borrow a quote from John Turturro in the first Transformers movie, it's like the little Energizer Bunny from hell. Actually, Cyndaquil's another one. Like, it's not aggressive, but once those flames go up, you can't actually catch it until you stun it. I'm gonna throw a Oran Berry. Okay, we got the Quilava. Ah, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, that's an angry little shrew. Oh, fuck. Alright. Come at me, bro. Okay, we gotta... We got some stragglers. Damn it! Okay, man, that's fine. That's fine. I'd rather they run than... Oh god, it went for Flame Wheel. So that's it for Cyndaquil. I'm gonna go for the Ursaring first. Oh yeah, no problem. I might not be the best VGC player, but I can at least give you pointers on what not to do. Oh, okay, there's our Ursaring. Ursalina, oh fuck. Oh, that's one pissed off Mama Bear. Come on. Get bored and stop already. Good. Shit. 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 Like, you gotta get close enough to nail him with the jet ball, but then that happens. Alright, come here, you. Are you fucking serious? Oh. Fuck. Okay. I think they're good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well. My aim absolutely sucks. Come here, you. Oh. Oh god, they're both. Bullseye. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, we're not getting that Yanma. Stay. Oh, shit. Finger slip. Stay! I said stay! Alright, here comes stage 2. Oh! Oh, mama! Oh, mama bear! Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the Lord. Shit. Okay, it's the last one. Oh, god damn it. And now we pissed off the Carnivine. You stay out of this! Alright, Yanma time. Oh god. No, we're not landing in Paris territory. Oh god. Not Tangler territory either. Oh shit. Oh. There's an alpha around here. Don't know where. So there are Yanma. I'm gonna drop down over here where they're less likely to spot you. Oh, there's a Yanmega too. Shit. Too far. Oh well. Stealth mode's over. As is the storm. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the camp. Oh, those Ursaring really kind of fucked with my timing. Let's throw all these into my chest. Also this. And then, I'm gonna talk to you. Because you have... Oh god, there's so much I gotta get rid of now. Alright. I'm gonna breeze through as many of these as I can. It's actually amazing I haven't run into any shinies yet here. So yeah, we breeze through these, we can actually, okay. There's the first of our shiny Ursaring. There's our shiny Hisuian Braviary. We got the two back-to-back shiny Sneasels we got in the exact same spot. We got a Hisuian we got a Rufflet, as well as an Apom we got on the same run. We got a Piloswine. It's actually funny, because prepping for Toronto Regionals, there was actually a version of, I was actually working on a team that was going to be using Alolan Ninetales and Mamoswine, but I kind of got talked out of it. Although, it's actually funny because, I mean, part of what helped me in Vancouver do as well as I did during the main. Alright, so. Oops. shiny. Okay, do we have any other shinies that we've missed? Nope. Alright, so these are going in my shiny box. Well, I say shiny box as if, and then these. Actually, we'll put the Ursa ring in here too. Even though I have to evolve them in this game. Alright. Holy fuck, so much stuff. Which I needed, because I need to do some shopping, I need to buy some items, I need to sell some items, so. You're going to... Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna craft some Pokeshi. Because I need to. And fuck it, I will craft a stealth spray. Because why the fuck not? But I need sticky globs and I need ultra balls, so we're gonna focus on those first. I don't need those. Actually, I'm gonna keep those. Because those might come in handy. Sell that for about 300 grand. I'm gonna start by buying... How much can I buy? 578. We don't need that many. So I'll get about 300. Let's get about 400, actually. 400 Ultra Balls. Put the rest in the Sticky Globs. Return to the village. Okay, so we got nothing real. I mean, we'll save beforehand. We will save beforehand. Because that stealth spray could come in handy for, like... Where's my... Okay, so we have Murkrow. We don't really need. We have an Ursa Ring Outbreak, so we'll try the Ursa Ring Outbreak. If we get nothing, we'll just, reset. Actually, let me check Ursa's Ring. Okay, so they're... so there's Scorpy at Ursa's Ring, so we won't be able to get, won't be able to get anything over there. There's Dot Bears. Alright, we're gonna use Stealth Spray. Oh, Mama Bear. Ahem. Not the mama, not the mama, not the... Oh, fuck. Well... Not the mama! Oh, tits. Ah, fuck. Well, that is one heaved off Winnie the Pooh. A true Canadian icon. Are you fucking serious? Stay. Unless this gets a second stage, we'll leave it. Okay, yeah, fuck that. Okay. I am resorting to the neck fan. I fucking need it. Oof, that's better. That is so much better. Fan's probably picking it up, but I don't care. Or the mic's probably picking it up, but I don't care. Alright. Going to the Alabaster Icelands. Checking our spots. But yeah, I don't know why. Every time I see Ursula Luna specifically, I guess because I nicknamed my Ursula Luna that I used my first Scarlet and Violet competitive team. I nicknamed it Not the Mama. But I immediately think of that old 90s sitcom Dinosaurs. There's this running joke where the little baby always refers to the father as Not the Mama. It's like there's this one clip that the show's famous for. Young man, you call me that again, I'm gonna throw you across this room. Oh. Those are some angry birds. It's funny, I don't remember much about watching that show when I was a kid, but Not the Mama was always the one thing that stuck through my head. I didn't even know that that show probably had like one of the darkest endings for a kid's show ever. I know I saw a log here somewhere. There it is. So, like, right there was where I kept running into the shiny Sneasel. Every time I did a run. I say every time, it was 2 times, but still. 2 times in a row on 2 separate runs. Sorry, 2 times, you know, 2 separate runs in a row, I find the exact same shiny Pokemon in the exact same spot. It's a little sus, you gotta admit. Well, yeah, fuck that. Okay, it's just a Zubat, it's fine. Okay, thankfully it stopped to use Hypnosis, so I got a chance to book it. I'm pretty sure we didn't, there won't be a Gallade here. So, moment of truth. Second I walk through that threshold. Nope. Oops. Oh, God. Okay. We'll do the same thing we did before. We'll drop save. We'll check the Myrlands first. So, yeah, it wasn't the Crimson Myrlands. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, fuck. Right, anything worth checking out? Probably not. Let's see. We got Teddy Ursa. And we got Cyndaquil. And we got Yanma. Shit. Alright. Bogbound camp. No shiny on arrival, because I would have been able to hear it from 50 meters. But the good news is, I got a vantage point from here. Bad news is some of them are just out of my Pokeball's range. Alright. Hello there. Alright, I'll check Cyndaquil next. I refuse to do Spiritomb outbreaks on principle. I hate Spiritomb. Not necessarily because it's like a bad Pokemon or anything, but in outbreaks, that thing is like the king of bastard-coded bastards. Cyndaquil on arrival. Oh, is it an Alpha too? Oh, it's next to the Alpha. Damn. Stealth mode. Not gonna work now, the fucking Quilava saw me. No, it ran. It run-did. Okay. Well, we know there will be a shiny on arrival, so... let's just go back. Alright, Bogbound Camp, you know, it's the closest. We know the Teddy Ursa. Actually, do we want to try the Teddy Ursa still? I think we want to try the Teddy Ursa still. on, just a little closer. There you go. Aha! Got him while he's running, too. Alright, that's it. Oh, no, that's not it. Ah, okay, now that's it. Alright, so I think Cyndaquil was here in the Droning Meadow. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna quickly step at Stealth Spray. There it is. No alpha this time, so that's... Oh no, there's the alpha. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Shit. Still there. Got it. Got it. Aha. Alright, and I think I had a Yanma. I can't remember. Now I gotta burn a berry anyways. Just remember where Yanma was. I probably should have saved before that, but fuck it. Okay, there's the Yanma. Those are too far out. That just went too far out. Damn it! Ow. Oh shit. Of course, that one spawns right on top of me. That's it. Oh, stage 2. Mega. Oh, shit. Oh god. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. Fuck it, we'll do a stunky. No, we won't. We won't do a stunky. I'm going back to the village. Alright, let's go back to the village and let's figure things out from there. I'm actually gonna flip this over. Let's air down my shirt. Oof. That's better. Actually, turn up the... Ooh, that's better. Okay, regular mass outbreak, nothing special, so we're going to the Snowfields camp. Oh, that's... Ooh. All right. So the usual path through the Icelands now. Ending with Snow Point Temple, as always. Oh, we got Zoroark, but it's not shiny. And of course, part of my trip row is going to be to pick up any logs I find along the way. Because Pokeshi dolls are super helpful when it comes to, especially buying crafting supplies. I think it's possible, yeah. I think it's absolutely still possible. I think eject pack on Torkoal is kind of mandatory. But other than that, I think there might be some flexibility. I think Covert Cloak is also something you're probably going to want on the Jumpluff. But like with Zard, I could absolutely maybe see there being some flexibility. Sorry. I feel like everyone will know what to expect because... I mean, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think there is that room for flexibility, especially with the Charizard specifically. But I do think a key part of that, especially with how prevalent stuff like Intimidate is, having a move like, having the eject pack on your Torkoal is kind of vital. You catch him off, like, okay. Yeah, no. Like, again, you're thinking from a point of view of, like, closed team sheets. Because, like, if you're running open team sheets, it might not make that much of a difference. Yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah, for closed team sheets or, like, the Grand Challenge or any of that, I think there is room for flexibility there. But I would also seriously consider just keeping the one thing I would not budge on is eject pack on Torkoal, for sure. Okay. Delayed ain't shiny. Oh, fuck. Well, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Yeah. It was getting... So I even though it's only like 17 degrees here. Need specs... Why is that so good? Maybe Specs, Charcoal, or Life Orb on Torkoal. With the eject... Okay, so let me pause here so I can kind of explain this a little easier. I'm going to switch over to IRL for this as well. So with the eject pack, what that does is if your Torkoal gets a stat lowered, it's a free swap out. So let's say you turn 1, your opponent brings out decides to bring out an Intimidator. If you were to bring out your Torkoal, you get the Sunset up, it gets a free swap out into another sweeper, and you're good on that front. Or what you also could do is you could fire off an Overheat from Torkoal and still get that free swap out. Because even like the stat drop you get from Overheat landing, that would be enough to trigger the eject pack. Yeah. And it's potentially something that could allow you to keep that, shit, where's the power button here? To keep that full-powered Eruption in a situation. Yeah, no. Red card is what, like, if... Actually, red card, I think, takes out your opponent's Pokemon if you get hit. I think there's another one. I think it's the eject button. I can't remember. Yes. Eject button, I think, also will take out your... will swap your Pokemon out if it gets hit, but then you risk reducing the damage of a potential, Eruption. So eject pack is kind of the safest way to potentially get Torkoal out safely without having to do a hard swap. There's nothing. I am not doing fucking Zubat. Alright, back to the village. Mega Crobat would be... especially, it's entirely possible, because Zubat is very prevalent in the Gen 6 games. Although then it would... that would bring up the question of, well, why didn't Crobat get a Mega before? Honestly, I mean, Megazord Y is kind of the gold standard for Megas in competitive. I kind of prefer X. Because I just really like physical sweepers. The problem with it is, it's very, very weak to Intimidate. Like, that's unfortunately something you have to factor in. Like, with Charizard Y, you get the Sun setup in a situation where you don't have to worry about lower speeds. You really... Yeah, exactly. You get a free Sun setup by Mega Evolving. X is Tough Claws. It's not a bad ability. It increases the damage of any contact moves, I think. Like Flare Blitz, Fire Fang, any of those kinds of moves. Mega Aerodactyl gets the exact same ability. And it's fine. It's a good... Tough Claws, maybe. I think... I don't know. Off the top of my head, like, what abilities a Lucha would probably want. Maybe Reckless? Because it does get high jump kick. And it kind of fits with the whole Luchador persona, because Lucha Libre, you always think of the, you always think of those high flyers, right? Like a Rey Mysterio, or Pentagon Jr. or Ray... Pentagon's not that much of a high flyer, but Ray Phoenix. If you watch modern WWE or AEW. Hustle? Oh god, Hustle would be a terrible idea. Another option potentially could, I don't know, maybe be Defiant. Play into the idea of Hawlucha being like a babyface or a good guy. Because like a lot of high-flying wrestlers are good guys, or they're baby faces, right? Many years after, yeah, that's what I named my shiny Hawlucha too, Ricochet. Technically, also the name of a legitimate professional wrestler. Did I hear a ding? Was there a ding and I missed it, or no? Okay. But yeah, that's why I named my, I have a friend who, he's Peruvian. He was, like, really big in a Mexican mass wrestling, like, especially Mucha Lucha. He actually named his Hawlucha Volador. Which is just, I think... Hang on. I need to actually find the message for the explanation, but... Just considering Rey Mysterio, but you're in... Your in-sins are Eddie Pereiro. I love it. Let me see if I can find that, Let's see if I can find that message from my buddy. Oh. We're on the wrong thing. Where is it? It's here somewhere, because I would have been here, I think. Oh. Okay, so Volador. Voladora means flying or flyer. So yeah, my friend's like... Yeah, no, Eddie Guerrero, like... There's not a wrestler alive. There's not a wrestler who started within the last 10 or 20 years, I would say, that wasn't inspired by Eddie Guerrero in one way or another. Like hell, even his kayfabe bastard son Dominic Mysterio. Like, I don't watch much WWE anymore, but I will say for sure, like, Dominic is probably one of the better things they've got going on right now. I kind of stopped watching again after they decided to bring Lesnar back while the Janelle Grant lawsuit's still going on. I thought that was just a stupid fucking call. But I was kind of drifting away after Mania anyways. Because it felt like they were playing things just way too safe. And I just didn't like it. I mostly just watch AEW. In fact, I'm going to be going to go see All Out live in Toronto. Which means I get to be there for the well, it's not the official reunion of Edge and Christian. That was actually last weekend. Because both Edge and Christian, hometown boys, closest thing I have to hometown boys, besides maybe this guy Josh Alexander. But they're gonna be most likely wrestling at that on that show. And we're going back to the Icelands. Cool. I am gonna need to buy some more supplies soon, but I'll do that on my next trip back to the village. Excuse me. Haven't since 2014, 2015. I get that. 2014, 2015 was like... I don't want to call it the worst time, because there were some good moments. You know, you had like the rise of Daniel Bryan getting his main event push at WrestleMania. You had Seth Rollins' kind of ascension to the main event. But like for me, I think the point that really killed my time as WWE fan was like 2019, 2020. It was Ritual with Your Crew, Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals, WrestleMania. Oh god, Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals. So what? You basically paid $100 to have someone have like 7 or 8 people take 20 minutes for a first turn and basically shut out your entire deck. I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say there's no skill in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because to be able to build a deck that can completely shut down somebody else's deck in a single turn is important. You know, that is a skill. Oh god, there's 2 Alpha Braviaries, neither of them are shiny. But just from a personal, they gave you rest time? Every regional I've gone to, only like juniors and seniors got rest time. Like even Vancouver regionals were like there wasn't that big of a turnout. Indiana 2 years ago. Okay, that's crazy because like again, the last 3 regionals I went to, none of them gave the Masters division a break time. Like pretty much the only way you got a break in between rounds was if your round ended super quickly. That's always been my experience with regionals. So either like the Master Division turnout wasn't that great, which is crazy to think, because like I feel like the Master Division is always like the most packed, the most stacked division, right? Yeah, I know last year, this past season, I was considering going to one of the American tournaments, and then certain situations happened where I was like, you know, I don't feel comfortable going to the US anymore. Just don't even do TCG or VGC. I could not tell you the best way for that. Like I've only ever done VG, so yeah, no, like I know at Toronto Regionals this past year, I ran into what's his name? Dragon Tamer Tom. And at actually at Vancouver Regionals, during I think my 3rd round, I actually had the table right next to Shalpha Anime. So that was fun. But yeah, it's always weird running into like there was someone else at Toronto Regionals. I didn't catch his name because like my ADHD is kind of bad sometimes. But I think he was a fan of the stream. And he was actually like, you know, we actually talked for a bit between rounds. Again, cannot for the life of me remember his name, but my ADHD is just that bad sometimes. I don't even know if it is ADHD. That's the kicker. That's the kicker. Like, I've never been officially diagnosed with anything. This is all just through like the TikTok FYP and like online quizzes and stuff. So I don't even know how accurate that stuff is. Although, to quote John Oliver, the TikTok algorithm is so good, it gave people more information on whether or not they were gay than a single episode of Xena ever did. Alright, we have some... Oh, wait. I need to make some Pokeshis. Alright, we'll put these away. Wait, we need to sell some stuff first. Oh, no, we're not going to sell these. We need those. So this, and this, and this. Only 4 grand, that's it? Ugh, cheap bastards. Alright. I can only afford this. Shit. Well, that went about as... Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I can still make some tumblestones out of that. I can still make some jet balls. Only 60, but still better than nothing. Yeah, I didn't have enough iron chunks for that. Okay, so we're gonna save before we do this one. That way I don't risk burning berries unnecessarily. So, yeah, enjoy your lurk, Tardell. Alright, so we did save beforehand. So let's see, do we have Zorua here? Yep, we got 1 Zorua outbreak. And no berries. So we'll check the Zorua. If there's no shiny there, we'll reset and we'll just do a run at the, Or maybe we won't do it. Maybe we won't reset and we'll just head back to the village like nothing happened. The more you little fuckers I catch, gotta watch out for the dust stops. Got some iron. Can't exactly. Oh, fuck. Far. Oh, no, it's not too far. Those are too far. Okay. I missed. What do you mean you missed? I missed. Oh, hell no. Sorry, for whatever reason, that one scene from Daddy Daycare just completely popped into my head. Alright, that was uneventful. Unless we get a second stage? No. Yeah, okay, I'm just going back to the village then. Let me see if I can find my, Julie Con, because that feels like it would be more accurate for stuff like this, while also still keeping the buttons the way I like them. I don't know, figure it out. We'll fucking figure it out. Figure it out, bud. Fucking figure it out. Up and oh shit. Ooh, hang on. Nope. Huh. Haunter's not as angry as it usually is. Usually Haunter's like one of those super aggressive mons too. So picking up stuff like wood and iron chunks, definitely gonna be helpful. Yeah, a weird thing with Twitch, I think their last update, they decided that lurkers don't want to count towards views, which is weird. Kind of really shitty for lurkers. I feel like that kind of just keeps showing how just out of touch gang Clancy is with everything. Like, this is the same guy who fucking... Like, I can understand it was a charity stream and stuff, but you don't fucking... Like, the dude fucking went into random people's chats like, hey, why don't you come check out my... If I were to do that, you know how quickly a streamer would probably ban me from their chat? Because how much of a fucking dick move that is? Still better than Kick, though. Their CEO basically paid for someone to kill themselves. Fuck. That was dark. Fucking dark. Yeah. Like, I'm not going back to Kick. I didn't like the vibes there in general when I did stream there temporarily. I was considering trying to go back, and then like, nah. No. I don't need this shit on my plate. I don't need that shit on my plate. Problem is, it's like the only two viable, really viable streaming platforms. One doesn't have very good moderation tools, and the other one, is Twitch. Like, you know, it's been kind of the gold standard forever, and then. I mean, I suppose there's TikTok too. Like that's fine, but TikTok's been fine for me as the platform. Minus the warning I got for when I didn't think about the fact I was also watching the World Championships last week. That one was not my smartest decision because I got a warning like, "Hey, end the stream in 3 minutes, or you're getting your live access revoked." And it's like, yeah, okay, that's not worth the headache. The fuck? Why is that Golbat able to be targeted? Alright. Second we jump through that threshold, we should be able to hear the ding if it's shiny. No. Yeah. Alright, back to the village. Yeah, I think I made a little update to the Discord, which if you're not part of the Discord, the link is either in my bio or in the chat off the side. Friday's stream, because I finished Assassin's Creed Liberation last night, Friday's stream is just going to be another Shalpha hunt. Another Shalpha hunting stream, just something a little more chill, because, you know, it's the end of the work week, and then I start my vacation on Monday. I say vacation, it's usually more of a staycation. Although I am probably going to a local on Monday, so there definitely won't be a stream on that day. I think I should be able to hear the ding somewhere around here. No ding. That was crazy. Very early Scarlet and Violet VGC. That was like probably the first time in a long time a Bomb of Snow would actually be considered like super viable, just because it was their best option for a snow setter. I guess technically it still is, because it's slow. And when it comes to setting weather, unless you're manually setting with like a Prankstermon, Slow is actually kind of the best way to go. A slow Pokemon is kind of the best way to do that. The problem is, I don't think there are many weather setters that are slower than Torkoal specifically. Actually, I should probably stop here, log. Okay, no shiny. Yeah, no shiny. But I should still be able to hear it through the ground. Bronzong saw me. This Bronzong saw me. I'm gonna guess the Zubat sees me. Yep. Oh, I went the wrong way. Alright, so once again, should hear the ding now. Nope. No shiny. I don't know why my room gets so fucking hot, but it just does. It's not even that hot out, that's the thing. Yeah, it's 16 degrees Celsius out there. That's only like, what, maybe like 60? Maybe 60 or 70? Dang, I think I can switch to Fahrenheit over here. Yeah, it's 59 degrees here. That's not even that hot. I think a lot of it also comes down, like my anxiety meds, because of what's known as an SSRI, it's a serotonin replacement supplement or something. I don't know what SSRI specifically stands for, but it's like one of those kinds of medicine that can really fuck with your heat tolerance. It's not fun. Okay. I don't know what I aggravated, but I'm gonna keep going. Come on. Come on, okay. One thing thing I like specifically about using the GameCube style controller here is like it feels very easy to fluidly kind of go from the. I could probably still manage it with the standard Switch 2 style controller, but the standard Pro controller layout. But because Switch 2 has like that big A button. Actually, I probably still, because the B button's still next to the. Alright. Look this. Motorcycles are passed by. Ow. Oh. I'm gonna try to go through here without catching anything. I mean, we're gonna have to. I could probably stun Bronzong. Okay. I managed to avoid the goal bad. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away, I will taunt you a second time. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt an elderberries. That worked. I blow my nose in your general direction. Alright. Again, should have hit the ding right about now. Nope. Should have tell her. I got one over there. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna towel her. Just such an occasion. Okay, drop a quick save before we. I'm gonna check both. Maybe I won't. Fuck it, we'll check both. That is kind of loud, actually. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit. There we go. And we got nothing. I mean, I could do Swino, but no. 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 Nope. Not gonna happen. Niet. Negatory. There are just so very many ways I could say this to you. Never, not in a million years. No way, Jose. No, sorry, absolutely not. No way, Jose. No chance, Lance. Yet, negatory. No. And of course, my own personal favorite, man falling off of a cliff. No. I've posted that rant so many times to Twitter and Blue Sky that honest to God, I've got that Scrubs. I basically got that Scrubs rant memorized at this point. So maybe I can avoid. Oh. Okay, before we do anything else, if I remember correctly, you're a fire user, or you use a bomb of snow. Because you give me free cash. Hero. I think we got her. What do you think? You think we got her? I think we got her. I don't know. Why did you lose with your... why did your Pokemon that is 4 times weak to fire lose to my giant fire dog? I could also use Oscar, but... yeah, those nuggets are actually kind of helpful. And now we pissed someone else off. Is that... oh god, Alpha Eevee. There's an Alpha around there too. At least Basculin aren't, like, super aggressive unless it's an Alpha. Like, Basculin are kind of fine trying to mind their own business unless you try to catch them. Or, again, it's an Alpha. Okay, so no shiny. We're gonna do another sweep of the temple. And then I think I'm gonna call it a night. Because again, Friday we'll be back for some more shiny hunting, I think. Ah, that's another gold bat. Okay, we're gonna... okay, gold bat's gone. So that's a no. So we did get a shiny Cyndaquil today, so that's at least something. I'm gonna go ahead and move that Cyndaquil into my shiny box. And then we're gonna call it a night. Ooh, fuck. Let's see my Pokemon. So there's our Cyndaquil. Put you over here for now. Actually, maybe we'll move you over here. Wait, where's my other... Oh. Got my 2 Braviary, got my Rufflet. I have, of course, my Arceus as well. Alright. Let's drop... Actually, let's put this stuff away first. Let's craft some Pokeshi, then we'll... Alright. Now I'm going to drop a save for real. And that is going to be it for us for tonight. In fact, I'm actually going to go back to the... I'm going to go back to the village before we... Just so I can get some music going. But... yeah, that's going to be it for us for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow on social media or join our awesome Discord community, links as always right in the chat off to the side or in my bio. So, let's... For those on the Twitch side of things, let's go find someone to share the love with for tonight. And we'll figure that out as we go. Not you, unfortunately, but who do we got? Who do we got that we could send? You know what? Let's go send... We haven't sent the love over to this guy in a little bit. Fresh from his interesting experience in Anaheim, let's go send the love over to Shalpha VGC. He is doing a Reg H tour. Which is just basically an online tournament. We're going to go send the love his way. Until next time, I'm Kira Kennedy. Thank y'all so much for joining in. I will see y'all on Friday. Peace!